everybody. It's your boy JT, and we are here today in the Crypto Den to talk about a very exciting project. I think it is one of the cooler applications of blockchain that I've seen in quite some time. If you've been here long, you know I'm a big fan of Depin or decentralized physical infrastructure. That is what I am talking about today with a new project. And I'm bringing it to you before it's even left the gate, you guys. This is pre-sale. I mean, I've had the time to get to know one of the founders. I have an in-depth knowledge of the structure and the team and everything that's went into this project for the past, not even kidding, 10 years. There's probably over 50 years of crypto experience on the founding team, spread across a multitude of industries and over a century of computer science experience. The leadership in this is insane, and I really want to help you guys understand, one, what is Depin, two, realistically, what is this project and how valuable could it be, that's what we like to do. We like to talk about fundamentals, really. That's why you're here. And overall, I want you to have a really firm grasp of how powerful this system could be, this network could be in the future. And that's what we do. We try to find undervalued gems and talk about the fundamentals of those gems. So let's get right to it, guys. All right. First, and I made this mistake, we have Conduit. Not Conduit.xyz, the roll-up as a service provider, which I am also a fan of. I am an infrastructure geek. I think it's the smartest place to put your money in general. And, yeah, so I don't want you to confuse this with that Conduit. Like I said, I had done that at first. The general idea is it is a decentralized cloud. So for those that know what a cloud is, this is basically the crypto version of AWS. For those who don't know what a cloud is and don't understand decentralized versus centralized cloud, I just want to come back here real quick, okay? Centralized cloud is AWS or Amazon Web Services. Amazon owns everything. They own the building, they own the servers that go in the building, they own the power, they own all the data in their hardware, they have everything. You don't own anything at all, ever. Instead of trying to build the next AWS, right? What you can do with blockchain is basically create an incentive structure, which I'm going to go over with Conduit, that will allow anyone in the world to contribute to the equivalent of that building, right? Instead of there being a million computers in one building, there's just a million people with one computer, right? And they all plug their stuff in and have software running that allow the same exact service to be provided as Amazon, but through all of the retail consumers that invested in the network. No different than Bitcoin or Ethereum. It is a feature of blockchain, okay? Decentralized physical infrastructure is just that. Blockchain is a way to secure value on one device and share it with every device on the network or with the consumer of that network. So, that's Depin, and we're going to get into why I like this Depin project specifically. So, one, I think the graphics and the branding is just really clean, including their device. Yeah, it does look like that. I think people can really get behind this brand in general. The colors, everything. I think it's just going to do well. You can see the Twitter account was made in February, and they're already at 7,500 followers, and I think it's primarily because Depin is a narrative. It's the second highest performing narrative in this market, and it's genuinely one of the best use cases for blockchain. Next to the branding, the team, which I covered in the intro, and the actual industry and the use case they're building, all checking out, right, against the thesis here. You have basically an infinite market cap for cloud services. The world is only getting more digital. If this thing can squeeze even 10 billion out of a multi-trillion dollar industry in the next 10 years, this thing is going to do very well in a portfolio. So I like how big the market is they're playing in, and I also like how nimble this space is and how cheap this network can offer their services to an entrepreneur that's trying to build. So, really, really interesting. The next point is this interoperability. It runs on a DAG, a decentralized acyclical graph. Well, actually, no, it's just a graph. It's not a DAG. I apologize. Um, but essentially, it is blockchain agnostic. Anyone in the world can plug right into this network and buy, purchase, rent, lease, compute, storage, and a bunch of other really interesting things. Specifically, they can build. Well, before I get into smart meters, actually, there's one more thing that I want you all to look at here. So they have essentially a couple offerings. One of which is you can pay a one-time fee of, I want to say, I thought I had it in here. I may not be able to find it, but you can get a license. Here we go. So a Node Zero software license. Sorry about that. Had to use the restroom. So essentially, what your options are is either buy this node or you could buy their device, which has its own hardware and its own set of performance capabilities that it can earn more yield on, depending on your device, which I'll kind of get into. So the amount of resources that can be supported on the Conduit network is quite impressive because what they've done is they've taken this concept and built a data model that allows a builder to essentially go right out of the box and build this smart meter thing. And what this smart meter does, we're talking deeper in the code base now, but it essentially is a specific type of resource or class of resource. You can use this smart meters functionality, right, with special devices that support a specific system. The example they provided is all of these different sensors that are out in the world for credit card, temperature devices, everything else. There's going to be unique fields in all of these different things, and it's an infinite amount of fields and industries that this could apply to. And what they've done is they've basically broken down their data model all the way to a resource record, meaning and each resource has a ledger. That's really important to understand. So it's like the second I connect a thermometer to this network, thermometer A is going to have its own ledger, and everything thermometer A does will be logged in thermometer A ledger. You get another thermometer that's thermometer B ledger, and so on. So it becomes a graph of ledgers. What this allows you to do is down to the node level, down to the actual thing, you can have a ledger specific to that node, which is incredibly powerful for people that are building apps on this thing. It also makes this network a general use depin. Render is specific to rendering video files. This is just a cloud of compute that you can use however you see fit and build whatever you'd like, which is really amazing and fits right into my thesis. And we're coming up close to time, so I'm not going to cover that slide. But the the thing to know is this is an early project. They are One of the founders is based out of Cincinnati. It's an American driven company. It is in pre-sale. There's only 1,000 of these units here, and only 100,000 of the Node Zero. So at most, we're going to have 100,000 devices on this thing. Who knows how long it takes for it to fill it up, but the architecture and the design of this system and network, max with this hardware that you can buy right out of the box and start making money, get a cash on cash return, inside of 12 months. This makes the Conduit offering, I believe, a super, super unique offering that no other DPIN project has. And that is an out of the box hardware solution that can generate income in your home doing something that you already have a device not making you any money, right? So it can plug right in as a Wi Fi router. And you have the ability to bring additional devices on. So it's not specific to this. They have attacked DPIN from a hardware and software perspective on the presale right out of the box, and it is general use, meaning anyone can build whatever. We're not optimizing for a specific use case, which, can be good. But if we're going for massive amounts of market share from AWS and Microsoft and all those other guys, general use is the best approach, in my opinion. And you have anyone in the world that can decide what they want to do for this. And you don't have a lot of time before the token goes live. The pre-sale is going on for 3-6 months. Could be shorter, could be longer. No real dates out yet. But in the description of this video, you will find links that will give you access to this offering. So go ahead, explore the description. If this is something you're interested in, I'd love for you to reach out to me and we can talk about what this project is, or I can connect you to the founder if this is something that you would like to take a more serious capital investment into. Again, this is my world, this is what we're doing. We want to build and change this industry and we want to grow it. So that is Conduit, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in and learning more about Conduit. Love, I love it. I love it. I love it. It, I believe, is an exciting thing and could potentially be the next massive multiple we see in the DPIN narrative this bull cycle. Until next time, guys, take care of one another, and I'll see you back in the crypto den next week. Peace.